This is urgent for us older people or mature people, however you want to put it. Scratch your little sense of morality. Okay? Drink more water, whether you like it or not. Make sure you have electrolytes nearby. And Pedialyte's a good one for adults, also for babies. We're little babies now. Also, do your work in the early morning and the late evening. Be dressed properly for mosquitoes and so forth like that. And ticks. Make sure you tape your legs. That's right. There's a tape made for clothes. You can tape around your ankles and your wrists. Wear protective gear wherever you need it. The hard thing is doing it. Women have a bad habit. Now, bad habit for us because you don't listen to us, we don't listen to you. Do your stuff in the morning. Make sure you drink the proper amount of water. Make sure you have enough salts in your system or electrolytes and all. Eat a banana. That's a good idea. Or take supplements for it. Listen to your doctor. Make a certain time to take your medicine. That's the most important thing. Punctuality and habit. Put them both together. You already know it, but you got to do it. If you don't do it, they're going to put you in Ofotone, assisted living, whatever you want to call it. When they do the labs, that's the tell. And innocent people get harmed because of you. People that take care of you. If you don't take your medicine, you tell them, oh, I'm going to do it, and you don't do it, you just don't want to do it. They pay the price for it. Called elderly neglect because of you. Don't do it. The second thing I want you to do is hug the caretaker. I mean, just do it and tell them you love them. But they're doing for you. Whether they're being paid or not doesn't matter. It's still a chore they're not normally going to do if they don't get paid. Also gives them incentive to think of them as one of your people. Like I said, sundown, better time to work, clothe properly, use the proper trap way to get rid of stuff that actually works. So you have to do your due diligence on the internet. I've heard all kind of crap. Believe about 1/10 of it, and you'll be all right. Second thing is always question your doctor and find out why. And then look it up on your phone. See, us older people don't used to doing that. We used to just accepting what's being told to us by our higher, you know, authorities. Like, when the police say something, we just do what they say. Like the doctors tell you take this medicine and this is the reason why they have to tell you now and all this stuff. If you fall or become unconscious for any reason, you cannot drive a automobile for 6 months. You must self-report this to whoever. I don't know it's whether it's what the driving license division. I don't know. I'll look it up and tell you later, or you can look it up. And be smart. Hi, how you doing, darling? Sir. Nowadays, I don't know what to tell everybody. If you notice that the Democratic Party, believe it or not, is disintegrating. When you have people take our liberties away and our responsibility away, like what happened for 4 years, don't ever, in our history, ever let that happen again. Tell them that your teenager is no longer your teenager and that they have adult authorities, which to me, they should crucify every Democrat was involved in it. Put them in prison for the rest of their life. Charge them as what used to be before they got in power. You notice the Creek moved in. Creep is in all kind of crap. That means move slowly. It creaks along quietly, making a little bit of noise that some people can hear. And it moves on and on and on. That's what the Democratic Party did. Not intentionally, I don't think. Who knows? Yeah. They're going to be the savior. There's no such animal. God does the saving. I may not be here to ever talk to you longer than 2 seconds when it's time for me to leave. Okay? It's been great to know you. It's been great to say hi and communicate on this device from people I don't even know and people that I do know. God bless you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we don't have a whole lot of time together without having sickness and ill health. I get to watch people die all the time. I don't want to. It breaks my heart. But I get stone faced when things happen around me because I know I have to go do what's right if I can. My wife passed away yesterday, and the day before, and the day after. What happened was her heart had a sudden stoppage. She didn't show signs of seizure because you get disoriented after you have one. She wasn't disoriented. She was alert. That's it. Event happened. No heartbeat, no breathing. I did what they call a bump right away because I heard her drop. That's what woke me up. Her pupils were fully dilated. Seen enough this happen. So I went and cleared her throat and went in to pinch her nose. While that's going on, I said, God, please, this is not time. If you, God, let her live. And believe it or not, as soon as I got the thought and words out, I pinched her nose to give her first breath, which you're not supposed to anymore, but I do. She woke up and she didn't even know she was dead. That's how you know it's a heart issue. They just got done checking her. They ran it through the machines. They checked her brain. They did a CT with contrast. They also did an MRI with contrast. They run her through the mills. I had to sit with her, which is fine with me, for to keep her calm because you want to go home. Everybody wants to go home when you go in the hospital. So remember, it's hot out there. We got a heat alert. I mean, it's going to be in the hundreds, 101, 102, what the hell. And the house would be hotter. We got one room with air conditioning. I told her, don't touch the air conditioner. Don't turn it off. Then we have to turn it back on. Just keep it, let it do its function. We're doing 78 degrees because we don't have money. Oh, by the way, we don't need charity and we don't need good. I normally I'll accept it to make you feel good and make me think I've done something good by doing it. But right now, money will mess up really bad. Okay? Don't give us any money. What we need is you to take care of yourself and let me know that you did do it. You out there around the world, I love you all. I know I don't know you, but just the fact that we have a way to communicate we never had before is kind of cool, and it's very interesting. I love the people that tell me they don't believe in a higher power, is what they tell you in AA. And AA, same thing. Let me tell you something. Those rooms help. I don't care if it's temporary or just a little bit. It's a process. The problem is some people don't ever get to finish. I lost a lot of people I knew. They all died by drugs and alcohol. They did. Some by suicide, some not. It's hard enough to make it through life. I mean, that's a game and a half. You get off that computer and play the one that's for real, you'll see something you ain't never seen because you're spending your time wasting it on a computer unless you're working. Life is very interesting. People are. How you doing? Grandpa, I am, trust me. I have earned that title. Somebody says, "Hey, Grandpa," I take it as honor. Thank you. I made it through life. That means I've had battles you have not even got into. Remember to thank the people. Just a reminder for keeping us safe and tell the Democrats to fuck off. They took our liberty away. Took our parental rights away. They took everything away from us for 4 years. They worked up to it. Now the Democrats want to say, we're not Democrat. We're not this kind of people. Yes, you are. You always have been. You just went too far. Now you know what's going to happen in all these places that ran by Democrats. You ever heard of those self-destructive actions? That's what it is. Oh, by the way, my arm's getting a little bit. I got to roll around. I got to drink some more fluids. I'm thirsty. Water mats. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry, I don't got a shirt on. Got a port in my right here. See where the port is? Yeah, I'm cancer survivor. A lot of other surviving things. They asked me. Let me check my wife. She's just got out of the hospital. Helen, let me go get her. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get my wife. Helen, you cannot be in this. back, y'all. Sorry, I'll be back in view in a minute. Right now, I'm getting some clothes on. You don't see an old naked man, trust me. I'm not muscle bound, I'm just an average guy, if that much. I want to tell you the many things that our country is. How you doing, everybody? My wife's okay. She's in the kitchen. I put a fan up for her. It's 85 degrees. This is Georgia weather report. Dry, sunny, and hot as hell. So you get a taste of hell on earth. Thank you for all y'all. This is the old man guy called me grandpa. I am grandpa, trust me. More times than I want to count, but I love every count I have. I don't let my kin folks come around me because they want to borrow every damn thing, bring nothing back. Funny thing about that, I was the same way. Yeah, I go to the pawn shop with it. Then I go run to the nearest guy that has something I want to take so I could feel normal because it didn't take too much shit too long. I went through a normal, I thought was unnormal cycle of self destruction, and you're not aware of it. People that I know get kicked out of Georgia for drug offenses and things like that. They end up going to Democratic ran areas. You know why? Because they get away with the shit that they didn't get away with. That's right. White people, young white people. You got three sides of it. And it's all did with young. Has nothing to do with the parents. You would think it would, but it doesn't. You got groups that run together because they feel safe and everything else, and they call them gangs. Now, what I'm getting ready to talk about is serious. I know there's nobody listening to me, but this is serious shit. So if I was you, God would redirect you to watch what I'm getting ready to tell you, along with millions of. Just got done with a guy on there. You know, they bought my information for God knows what we done. We could sell the phone and it'll still be the same crap. We can get rid of the phone. I got three phones. I got a flip backup phone that all needs time on it. I got another phone like the one I have right now, Android, that will I can just back up again, just put money on it. And this one here, which is the regular one I got. I live in a bad place where the signals are piss poor. Quality of assistance is poor. We have to be a small community in Georgia with a high mortality rate of people. We have a large amount of people that didn't, for whatever reason, for a hot spot for AIDS and other diseases you do not want to get. I don't know how the young people can even begin to date and see each other. But since I'm not talking to anybody right now, and I think that out of everything I've ever done, this show is going to be the last one I have for a while. Because I have to pay attention to my wife. She just died. You know what I mean? Y'all are instant, you know, you are about as important as a flea on a friggin' boar hog. You know what I mean? A flea or tick on a friggin' dog. You're not that important. You can't do anything for me. All you're doing is wasting time with me. And maybe learn a few things and me learn something from you. Appreciate you came back. My wife's okay. I set up a fan for her. 80 degrees in the house. We got a room that is 78 degrees, not because of what they did up in New York. It's because they're trying to keep the energy grid low. We have solar here. In about another hour, we'll switch everything over to solar energy and then we'll run it as long as we can. Our battery banks are getting older. We're not going to renew them because we're too old. We're just going to have to just go what we call bumper crop. Is what we call it. And what we do is we got our backup solar system, which is a different type of batteries. Yeah, lithium iron sulfate. So we got these batteries. Those are the ones that we use for now on. After the main batteries, the AGM batteries go dead. You know what I mean? When they cycle out and they're no longer any good, then that's what we're going to do. So thank you all of y'all for coming back and paying attention to this old man thing I've got to tell you. In a heat situation, you don't feel it when the bear comes and gets you. Okay? That's when you're too hot. You're in getting ready for heat stroke. Things you do, I'm going to remind you because we're older people. We forget. We think we're stronger than what we are. Do not do the chores after 9 to 10 o'clock. Okay? Just don't do it. I don't care what you feel like. Just don't do it. Until the heat wave breaks, which may be a month or so, we need to be taking care of ourselves. And why would we want to do that? I know what it is. We got a bunch of youngins we got to keep from, self detonating. So let's just do that. How about that? They don't know it. We don't went down them damn roads. Our parents told us not to go do that. We know what's down there. We know what it's about. That's right. We played the game. We lost, but we survived. There's the difference. We survived. Now, what is our job? From what I understand, is to share our knowledge to other people that are not going to give a shit about it. But to get it in their ears and to record it in their brain, it gets stuck in there sometimes. And then it becomes useful when they mostly need it. That's your job. Your job is to insert information into people that know every damn thing. Don't want to listen. Too busy. We were in the same boat. You get to inject some of that. All this stuff I did growing up through my life, I thought I was a piece of shit. You'd be surprised how many good things I did. I didn't know. I went to sleep, literally, neurologically, half and half, to sleep because I couldn't deal with what I did. And it wasn't all that bad, but I couldn't deal with it. That was my coping mechanism is stay high as hell all the time. First, I didn't do it on the job. Then I didn't give a shit. Hell, I just didn't have a job. Then I didn't have to worry about that barrier. I work with some of the smartest engineers and people with different crafts in the world. That's what they all say. I work with you. I work with others. I can tell you things about the stock market to blow your mind. It's all free. I don't even want you freaking damn long get anything in. I can tell you something you don't know that your brain accept that knows better. You're right and wrong, and that's not too good calculation type of things. You don't listen to it. You have to listen to what you don't know. It'll be a lot better in the stock market. What you don't know is the problem, and that's the part you put to address. See, you know this, but it's hard to do it when you're in the activity. You think, oh, I'm gonna win on this thing here. I got this covered. I'm gonna dump some money on this stock right here. It's hot, boy. Look what everybody says. That's their selling pitch. Their fake profits that you're gonna lose. Three things you invest in. Three things. And you may lose your ass anyway, depending on when you get in. If you take advice from people, this is the problem. Say, give me your money, I'll invest it for you, I'll give you a certain amount. Do not do that. just self-protection. Why? Well, what happened to the money they have to invest themselves? Oh, they fucked up, lost it all. Okay, that sounds about good. You're gonna give them more money so they can do it again. Don't do it. Common sense. Something doesn't exist anymore. Okay, back to me. I ended up so fucked up. I bought a car and did not know it. And everybody knew it around me. They thought it was funny. So I walked down and I said, I'm going to get a tow truck to go haul this thing off. I'm in my 20s now. Oh, yeah. By the time in my 20s, three major events happened to me. I got married to a whore, and that makes me a whore hopper. I thought that was love. Shit. We were just using each other for whatever we could. Two, see, there's a how do you say, a action and reaction in physics and other things in life. Well, me marrying her because of lust, not love, because I had to have it because I didn't know any better, running off of hormones. Her daddy even told me, she knew my dad. They all, you know, and they told me, he said, you don't want to be I did, and I paid for it. I got Hep B, damn near killed me, literally. I was working on a job, accident happened, bad equals good. I time, my liver died, literally. There's nothing they could do. They told my parents, that they done lost quite a few people with it back in the day. And the accident is what caused me to be saved. Yeah. They were trying to see the muscle that was back there. Damaged. It looked like a C on the graft. And they said, yeah, we'll give you some muscle relaxers and we'll keep you in the hospital a couple of days to let the muscle heal up. And they noticed my liver was 3 times larger than it's supposed to be. And see, I was fine. We were working long shift hours at the nuclear power plant. You know what I mean? We're doing a shutdown. And guess what? The other guy that caused me to get hurt, that caused me to go to the hospital, that caused him to go to the hospital because of his poor ass decision. You don't yank on a 10-ton chain fall on a hooked up to a big damn, you know, metal cable going from that to an overhead crane. Yeah. Oh yeah, big old overhead crane. We're going to pull this valve body from a steam generator turbine, and it's golded in. Duh. We know better. We know we're supposed to make it all the way around. First, drive it down to cock it out, get it lubed, get a lot of stuff done before you even pull the son of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm an apprentice. I'm third year as a millwright. So I'm sitting there, and he yanks on the chain. And my daddy taught me, boy, don't let somebody else's stupidity take your ass out. Yanked on the chain again. I said, buddy, something's wrong. What it was, a 10-ton chain fall. The clutch was bad. So it didn't slip when it should have. And he kept going like this to the overhead crane. You know how much damn tonnage that song? Hundreds, hundreds of tons of weight it can generate just to lift that much weight up. And it's sitting there, and I looked at the crane, I looked at the cable, I looked at the chain fall, and I said, something's wrong. That's 10 tons. You put this valve down here is about at least 20 tons. Steam valve? Yeah, 20 tons. And it ain't budged. And I don't know this man. This man from Jacksonville. I don't know him. Named Freddie. I didn't know him from shit anything. I backed my ass up. And what they did, they put a plywood round covered in each one they pulled. This was the last one. And they have these big bolts about that big. Let's see if you see about that big around. And they're all around the outside of the valve that's holding it down that works. It cuts off the steam and brings it on. This is a nuclear power plant. Everything is minute tolerances. And let me tell you something, not a good thing. Like I say, the chain fall clutch was screwed up. It didn't break. It didn't release the tension at 10 tons. When he bumped the overhead crane and yanked on that chain fall, the energy that we released, this man's way bigger than I am. It hit him. The chain, just the chain dropping at a high rate of speed. And I don't know what else, maybe the cable slapped him, broke his arm, broke his ribs, should have broke his neck if I had my way. He jackknifed on me, and I took 2 steps back, and I was in my third step when he backfired, when it went off. And all that weight and tension hit me. Bam! And then I flew back into the next valve body that was open that had a cover on it to keep you falling in. Also, there's boats about that long, that big around, going all the way around it. That's the one that hit me in my back. That's the one that saved my life, the incident. That's the one to find out my liver is 3 times bigger than what it is. So I would have died on the job. Instead, I made it to the hospital. They found out what was wrong. They stopped the medicine they gave me for muscles. They stopped everything. They told my family that I was going to die. They done lost several patients from it. Hepatitis B, chronic. It's the type. And what set it off the second time in my life that almost took me out a year ago, let me tell you, I took the medicine for C because I had that too from that damn bitchin' whore that I married. And I was a bitchin' whore man. That girl gave me B and C. Just the way it went. I wanted it, I got it. I traveled through life with it. I knew about the B, but C I never did. Till I had a test. I'm sorry, my wife's coming here doing prayers right now. Stay in here. Anyway, I'll have to talk to you later. I promised her while she's doing her prayers and all that I'm not going to do anything that would interrupt her. I got earphones. I put them on and still go on. I'll talk to y'all later. God bless each and every one of you. May you remember your story is just as good as mine or better. Peace.